Masked Singer fans, what's going on? Joey here, and as you can see from the title of this video, it's time to reveal someone under the mask of a costume, and today we are tackling Ms. Teddy. That's right, a lot of you guys, I asked you to jump on the community tab here on YouTube, and I asked you to pick, who do you want me to reveal? And I realized later on that I forgot to put Ms. Teddy on there, because I said Armadillo, a ringmaster. And someone in the comment section went, how about you reveal Ms. Teddy? Because up to this point, no one has. And so we're going to do that right now. We're going to go through the clues, the pitch correct audio, compare the pitch correct audio, and then answer all of the clues. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So, to dive into Ms. Teddy, we only have 2 weeks of clues, okay? And a lot of you are saying, can we dive into Armadillo? We'll do Armadillo next week. And Ringmaster, look, we know she's making to the top. So even if we wait the week after the episode, we can go ahead and take care of her. But don't worry. When it comes to Ms. Teddy, though, so many clues. I mean, from the first episode, there were so many clues pointing to her. But in this past episode, it really helped out. And so we're going to go ahead and break down everything we know. If you're like me, you get everything typed up and ready to go, starting off with episode 4. Now, her clues for this episode came in the form of a clue-mercial, a clue commercial. Unlike episode 5, where there really was no clue package, it was just kind of like, here you go, perform, get on stage, here's a recap, see ya. So this one, there's a lot of information. You have to read in between the lines when it comes to what she's saying there. So she says, hello there, huggable friends. Do you want to live your life on cloud 9? Then look no further than the Ted bed, which sounds adorable. Could you have a bed just filled with teddy bears to sleep in? I would sleep in a bed like that. It's cozy, comfy, and extra cuddly, just like me. When you're constantly reinventing yourself, you need all the Z's you can catch. Forget waking up on the bad side of the bed or even the good side. Start your day by waking up on the cuddly side. Lay your head down in December. Next thing you know, it's May. The Ted bed. It's the best bed to rest your head. Enough said. And you know I had to say this in my radio voice. Here we go. Ready? Lay your head down in December. Next thing you know, it's May. The Ted bed. It's the best bed to rest your head. Enough said. Right? I don't know. That sounds really cool. Anyway, the visual clues. We saw a rainbow on the actual bed. It was shining down on it. We saw Santa. Big clue right there. We saw an actor's chair or director's chair. And we saw a butterfly. The next set of clues come from episode 5. She says, my whole purpose of being here is to make people smile. And by the way, I love that. That's so adorable. It's so her. And that I really do want America to have a hug because we've all been through so much together. Some people will know my voice, some people won't. Now, there were no real big clues in that episode. I mean, if you went through that episode, you realize that there were no commercials or clue-mercials. Instead, they had a mega clue. And her mega clue was that she had a Grammy. So, really wasn't anything too crazy. Just like, oh, I have a Grammy. It helps, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, come on. We know that we know she has Grammys. Give us something more. Anyway, let's go ahead and break down the pitch correct audio. For those who don't know, every single week, we get these brand new clue-mercials. I'm keeping calling them clue packages, but they're really clue-mercials. And in those clue-mercials are the celebrities speaking. But Fox is smart. They're like, you know what? We can't let them use a real celebrity voice because if we do, people are going to recognize them. So what do? They take that audio into an audio program like Pro Tools or Audacity. They speed it up. They pitch it up that way. You have no idea who it is. Now, I'm an executive audio producer here in New York City where it's my job to make audio sound good. And in the case of The Masked Singer, it's slowing down the audio and pitch correcting it. That way we can hear the real celebrity voice. Then we take that voice and compare it to a couple different people, and more than likely, we get them right. I mean, we've only gotten 2 wrong so far, which was Dr. Drew and Jorge Garcia. Which, by the way, Dr. Drew is under him. You can see him right here. Someone said to me, you should just cut it in half and have half of it being Dr. Drew and the other half being Jorge. I have to admit, I'm not upset by getting him wrong. No one got him right. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's hope that we don't get this one wrong, right? This is the audio that they gave us, and I'm going to go ahead and play our pitch correct audio right behind it, okay? So here you go.
Winning a Grammy was one of the greatest moments of my career. You know, as for me, once I was afraid, I was petrified.
Winning a Grammy was one of the greatest moments of my career. You know, as for me, once I was afraid, I was petrified. Sometimes you have to go through life without anyone by your side, but you learn how to get along and you learn how to survive.
So any guesses on who it is? Come on. You know that voice. That sweet voice. You know who it is? Ding, 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 ding. Did you get Jennifer Holliday? Because that's what we got. Now let's go ahead and compare the audio. Let's compare Ms. Teddy to Jennifer. So we'll do the singing one first and then the pitch correct audio. And then you tell me if it sounds the same. Here you go.
Sometimes you have to go through life without anyone by your side.
Now it's our turn to be there for them. So mark your calendars.
Oh no, here we go again. You're gonna love me.
So to me, they sound the same. I say they have the same kind of vocal cues, the same kind of vibrato. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's pretty spot on. Maybe pitch correct audio is a little bit off because I still can't, for some reason this season, pitch correct audio has been a little bit different. But let's go ahead and match up all of the clues. Let's start off when she says that she's constantly reinventing herself. Well, in an interview back in 2014 to NPR, this is what she said when she was asked about reinventing herself. She says, "I've made some records that were popular in clubs. I've had some near misses with a few R&B records. Then at a time when I really needed work, I was fortunate that Marvin invited me to sing with a orchestra." Orchestra, yeah, another genre there. "And he cared so much about me that allowed me to reinvent myself artistically." So she talks about how she literally goes through different genres. And for those who are keeping some kind of score on how many different genres, it's about like 5 or 6. She's done R&B, soul, pop, gospel, top 40, jazz. She's done obviously things with orchestras. So right there, she's reinvented herself 5 or 6 different times, let alone she's done Broadway and things like that, which are completely different genres. Continuing down, she says, "Catching those Z's," that could be a reference to her musical, Dreamgirls. You're dreaming, catching the Z's, get it? Which, by the way, just want to add in there, that debuted in 1981. I didn't realize it was that long ago. I thought it was like the maybe mid-90s. I mean, I know those songs, and a lot of you know the songs too, you just don't realize it yet. Google it, I promise you. One of the main songs is going to be like, oh my god, I heard that on TikTok many times. Next she says, "Lay your head down in December," and next thing you know, it's May. There's a few different things. By saying December, she's referring to when are all the best holidays. In December, last name holiday. But most importantly, she's talking about seasonal depression. Because seasonal depression mostly happens in the winter months into the spring. So you're saying December, because I believe December 20th is the first day of winter. And then when spring, it's normally the end of April, early May is kind of when we're getting into that big spring fling of everything. So 2 kind of meanings with that one. We saw a rainbow. Well, she became a big name in the LGBTQ plus community with her song, "And I'm Telling You, I'm Not Going." That's the song I told you guys might know on TikTok. That song is considered an anthem for the LGBTQ plus. You know, so right there, guys, you got your rainbow connection. I know, I kind of made it a Kermit connection at the same time. We saw a Santa, Santa, Christmas, holiday. After that, we saw a butterfly. This could mean many different things. One could be that she's talking about her physical transformation. You know, she lost 124 pounds. That's a massive, massive transformation. And then, of course, butterflying could also mean she's transformed many times from different genres. The last clue to talk about is the Grammy. Well, she has won 4. She's gotten 2 other nominations. And one thing I wanted to add in there, which is on the master list of clues, there are 16 Broadway appearances. Well, she's been in 6 Broadway shows. If you count the other ones, it would have brought her up to, I think, maybe 8, but we're only counting just strictly Broadway shows. So there you guys go. That is who's under the mask of Miss Teddy on The Masked Singer. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye.